This is the thing that makes me so angry about black people. Black people have come to call like um, the Martin Luther King was a wimp, a sucker. You know, Malcolm X was the tough guy, was the real man, and Martin Luther King wasn't. I'm telling you this: in the grand scheme of things, Malcolm X couldn't carry Martin Luther King's bootstraps. Couldn't carry his jockstrap. And let me tell you why. In a lot of cases, Malcolm X went into, if there was a such thing back then, as safe zones. Malcolm X didn't go to Alabama, Mississippi, in the streets of those. You never saw footage of him walking the streets of Alabama, walking the streets of Mississippi, like Martin Luther King did, getting spit on, rocks thrown at him. That's what got us legislation. Malcolm X got not one piece of legislation, neither did Huey Newton, Stokely Carmichael, or whatever his name is, Yari Mfume, whatever his name is. None of those guys got a law signed. Martin Luther King did. Martin Luther King was the strongest of all of them. And I'm sick of black people who just want to look at everything from the standpoint of being tough or gangster, thinking that Malcolm X was the weak one out of them. Martin Luther King was the weak one out of all of them when he was absolutely the strongest one out of all of them. Absolutely. 100%. Because he had to do it the way God told him to do it. And God told him nonviolent civil disobedience. Let's fast forward to Black Lives Matter. Look at how they've reduced that movement, along with the people who started it with their $6 million mansion. But look how they reduced that movement to a terrorist organization. All right? You know why? Because it's Black Lives Matter, no matter where they were, they couldn't stop their hooligans from wanting to riot and get free stuff. They couldn't stop that part of it. You march with Martin Luther King, you better not throw a punch back, and you better not riot. You better just take it in. And what God's purpose was that we needed the world. The world wouldn't look at a black person who was swinging back, unfortunately. Even though we had all the rights in the world to swing back, the world didn't look at that like that. So God knew that the world wouldn't see a black man swinging back as something that needed to be helped. The world looked at what happened with Martin Luther King, walking with all those people, not throwing a punch, not doing anything, and taking it. The world said, okay, this is enough. This has got to stop. And that's what made America halfway try to do anything. But look at Martin Luther King and look at us now. Look at the rights. These are the things he fought for, the rights we have right now. Like he said, now we do have bootstraps. We do have boots on that have bootstraps. We do have opportunity, and we are shitting all over it. We're shitting on it. This man fought for us to have the right to a proper education, and we have that right now.